Won 4 in a row for the Tigers, and they weren't going to let that joyride end without a full 9-inning fight. Here in the 7th, we're tied at 5. Placido Polanco, base knock. Omar Infante will score. Tigers up 6-5. Sacks full in the frame. Miguel Ordonez. That's his 50th RBI of the season. He's hitting .353. Nephew Perez scores at 7-5. We go to the 8th. It's now 9-6. 2 men on for Josh Barfield against Todd Jones. Barfield lines a single over Polanco, then Curtis Granderson. That's a really strong arm. Now, the aim ain't so good, but the arm, good strength. Granderson not happy with that. Detroit, the lead is cut to 9-7. Next batter, pinch hitter David DeLucci on a line. Ordonez has that one, so it's 9-7. Tigers add 2 in their half of the ninth, so we go to the home half. It's an 11-7 game. Indians are down 4. Eric Wedge. Oh, Victor Martinez, what do you have for your skipper? With 2 on, Martinez, 1 home run in the game already. How about drilling a 3-run shot, his 11th. Second of the night, cuts Cleveland's deficit to 11-10. Next guy up, Johnny Peralta, or Jahani. And now he has his 11th in the 6th and a double here. He's over on to second. The rally very much alive. 2 batters later, Trot Nixon at the dish. We're going to walk him intentionally. Winning run now at first base. So 2 on, 2 out. Second baseman Barfield. He comes through, a little blooper. That's down. Mike Rouse, pinch runner, scores. So it's 11 all. Tigers now 11 blown saves on the season. Next guy, still same situation. 2 on, 2 out. David DeLucci, robbed of a base hit the last time up. Stinging again against Todd Jones.
Swung on line drive, base hit center field. Ball game. The Indians win it. Nixon scores. DeLucci wins it. A 5-run 9th inning.
12-11 home team a winner. Jones said simply, I got pounded. It's the biggest 9th inning rally for Cleveland since August.
Beating each other, the Cubs have now done it all. Braves at Wrigley. Happy 26th birthday for Carlos Zambrano, except it wasn't that happy. Kelly Johnson, 2 on, 2 out, pops it up. Matt Merton calls off Mark DeRosa. What the? Pete Orr will score on that misplay. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Let's go to the 5th, top of the 5th.
A-Rod said, ha!
Yeah, he must have. They blame everything on A-Rod, even if he's not in the same city. 2 on, 1 out. Jeff Francoeur, that's a shot. It's going all the way to the wall. Edgar Renteria and Brian McCann will make it a 4-1 Atlanta lead over the Cubs. Now it gets juicy. Later in the inning, 2 outs, runners on first and second. As we chat, Zambrano, oh, the pitch gets away from Michael Barrett. Barrett proceeds to throw the ball away. Scott Thorman would score, and that makes it 5-1 Atlanta. You need another look. Because what happened with Barrett, he sets up outside. Zambrano's pitch breaks inside, gets away from Barrett, and then he throws it away. That misplay on the field was the cause of the fireworks in the dugout, because after the inning, check it out, Zambrano sees his catcher Barrett, the 2 exchange words, and Carlos is like, what were you thinking? And then here come
the Cubs battery today.
Come on. Some more words.
Escalating.
I'm building it up. And there's the punches. And Lou Piniella, others come in to break up the fight. It continued. Zambrano heads down to the locker room. Barrett trying to explain what happened to others. The altercation continued in the clubhouse, where Barrett suffered 2 black eyes and a cut lip, and he went flying into a locker. It's true. Oh, yeah, the game? Cubs lost 8-5. Lou Piniella, been there, done that. He doesn't like it.
So bottom of the 5th.
It's something that shouldn't happen on a team. But it did happen. And then, unfortunately, it spilled over into the clubhouse later on. Both players are not here. I told them both to go home. They'll be talked to tomorrow, and they'll be disciplined. It was about the pitch that Barrett missed. And we broke it up. I walked Zambrano up with a couple players, and I was back on the bench watching the ball game, and they got into it again in the clubhouse. Barrett, his lip was cut up pretty good. Outside of that, I didn't see much else. Hey, listen, this is not the first time that players have fought on a team. It happens. When I was with the Yankees, it seemed like it happened a lot. You don't want to see people fight one another on your own team. You don't want to see that. You really don't. And at the same time, you don't like to see some of the silliness that's going on the field. You know? I only have so many players that I can play. You know? And it's about time some of them start playing like major leaguers. Or get somebody else in here that can catch a damn ball or run the bases properly. All right?
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Lead entering the series, 13.5 games. A-Rod and crew, they got work to do. That's getting it started right there. 3-2 game, right? Off Timmy Wakefield. He's going for 2. He couldn't have gotten 1.5. He was out. Look at A-Rod. Yeah, that was smart. Man, he's like, finally a guy can throw out. Bottom third, same numbers. Chin-Ming Wong hits Mike Lowell. Fastball on the wrist. Lowell would eventually leave the game. X-rays on his wrist were negative. That is good for the third baseman of the Red Sox. Later in the frame, runners on the corners for Boston. Dustin Pedroia. Hey, Sparky played there at Arizona State. Shot down the left field line. Hideki Matsui, look out for that wall. Ouch. Trips, back up, run scores. We're tied at 3. Matsui would be okay. He's a hockey player. Top 4, same score bases are Chuck, Timmy Wakefield. Well, that gets away from Doug Mirabelli. Robinson Cano will score.
Thanks for getting hockey in the show.
3 Yankees. We tried. After Melky Cabrera RBI, Mirabelli again. He's going to that Bob Uecker method of catching the knuckleball. That's where you just let it roll around. When it stops, pick it up. Wakefield, 8 earned runs, 3 2/3. He gives the ball to his skipper. Kyle Snyder comes in. Hits A-Rod, high and inside. Shades of things to come. Yes, there'd be more. In the 5th, Yanks are up 9-3. 2 men on. Bobby Abreu tries to steal third. He's called out by Jerry Crawford. And Joe Torre's up 6, and he's not happy. He's going to go talk with old Jerry. Is he in? Yeah, looks like maybe that was not accurately called by Blue. Torre goes back to the dugout. And then eventually, Joe's just going to argue this up. He was feeling feisty, normally stoic Joe. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe last place baseball's finally getting him wound up. Bottom 9. After Javier Lopez hits Robinson Cano, Kevin Youkilis gets chin music from Scott Proctor. No warning. Brian Onorta says, "You're gone." Throws him out. The bench is clear. We take another look, and Proctor, right under the old red squirrel that Youkilis carries in his teeth there, whizzes by, and that could be a dangerous situation. It's one of those, if you're going to hit me, at least hit me in the back or something. 5 batters hit. Yanks win 9-5. David Amber on hand for the fun at Fenway. DC Jake Peavy allowed just 4 earned runs in the entire month of May. His record was 4-0. So how will we fare in June? Christian Guzman, bouncer over Peavy. Guzman safe at first. Still in the first, Dimitri Young. Base knock. That's through to the right field. Young's 5th hit in 5 plate appearances. That's up 2-0. Young, how about we have a 6th consecutive hit? Peavy starts June off giving 3 runs up in 2 innings. So maybe it's not exactly May 32nd. He'd eventually go 7 in the 5th. Young, another base knock. Little bingo, that's down. 7 consecutive hits. It means in his last 7 at-bats, he's batting 1,000. 8 for 8. Now that's just stupid. Balls are just finding the hole for the meat hook there. 8 in a row. That ties a franchise record. 4 for 4, 2 ribs in the 10th. Pinch hitter Ronnie Belliard. Marcus Giles Fields can't throw. Guzman scores, and the Nats win it 4-3.
Dodgers in Pittsburgh looking for their 7th win in 9 games. Jason Bay with a tie game at 1, bottom 3. Bay belts it, his 9th home run of the year. He's hitting .316 with 4 homers, 12 RBIs during his 8-game hitting streak. Pirates up 2-1. Bottom 4, it's a 4-2 game. Pirates down 2-1. Chris Duffy. Duffy, well done. Ronnie Polino and Jose Batista would score. Duffy ends up with that 2-run triple, tying the game at 4. Top of the 5th, the exciting action continues in this highlight. Russell Martin is his name, and Martin's hitting .308. Good effort here by Duffy, but said Martin, "I'm feeling good at the plate." And Russell, we can see that. Dodgers win. They improve to 18-5 at PNC Park. Rockies, how about this race? Does Junior Griffey get to 600 before Barry Bonds gets to 755? There's Taylor Buchholz. First inning, no score, Junior. Gone. 12th of the year, number 575 of his career. Reds win. Griffey didn't have 12 homers last season until the 19th of June. The Reds have won 4 of their last 5.
Get to the game then.
All right already. Facing Texas in Seattle. Bottom 1, no score, Ichiro. Oh, that hit streak now at 25. A new Mariners franchise record previously held by
Joey Cora.
That's correct. Top of the third. Say it louder. Joey Cora.
Joey Cora.
Top of the third. Rangers up 2-1. Marlon Byrd in the box. Runner on second. Byrd was 3 for 4. Mark Teixeira rounds third. Ichiro, his throw home. Not in time. Teixeira will score, make it 3-1. 9 different Ranger batters, by the way, combined for 16 hits. As you take another look, Teixeira's hit in the side of the head. He'd have to leave with a concussion. Bottom 7, tie game. Adrian Beltre. It's deep, but Kenny Lofton says it's not deep enough. Then the Rangers double off Kenji Jojima. You got to see this catch again. You're not kidding. Wow. Kenny Lofton, for the love of a 40-year-old, what an amazing grab. Spectacular. Here he is. Top play nominee. Bottom 9, Eric Gagne in to close things out. Richie Sexton at bat, 1 on. It's a 2-2 count. There's Gagne, the Canadian. Wonder who he is rooting for in the Stanley Cup Final.
Hey, 2 references.
4th save for Gagne. The Rangers win 9-8.
Friday night fish fry, Milwaukee Brewers, Marlins. How about Ryan Brown, former #1 pick, 8th big league game. Third baseman of the future for the Brewers. The future's now. He now has 2 big league homers. 427 feet. He also singled. He also doubled. What a game. Brewers up 5-2. 5-4 with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Kevin Mench. No! Beautiful by him. Bases clearing double. All the Brewer runs scored with 2 outs. 8-5. A successful retro Friday in Milwaukee.
Carlos Lee. All about him. Astros done 1-0 facing Adam Wainwright. And while we watch Lee's long at-bat against Wainwright, did you know Carlos Lee's nickname is El Caballo, which means the horse? Why the long at-bat, Carlos? All right, here's more. This thing turned out to be a 14-pitch at-bat, but it felt like 40 pitches. I mean, the thing lasted 12 minutes, 35 seconds in real time. Said Wainwright, it was the best at-bat I've ever had against me. It was absurd. I threw everything at him. Lee was just hanging on until foul. It kept going and going and going. Finally, where's this one? Is this in play? No. And then, are we talking? We finally are. And on this, Hunter Pence would come home, and we're all tied up at 1. To the 9th, Chad Qualls on the mound. Cards up 2-1. Gary Bennett feels like the first time because it was his first home run of the year. Cards up 3-1 later in the inning. 6-1 now. Gary Bennett gets to bat again. And he gets the bat on the ball again. This time a double. Pujols, who was 1 for 4 and scored twice. He scores. Kip Wells scores. Cards score 7 in the 9th and win it.
You know what the horse said now? Anyway, SportsCenter's top 10 plays. We begin number 10, Fred. Giants, Phillies, 2 on. Ray Durham hits it to right. Shane Victorino. Strong throw to Carlos Ruiz at the plate. Randy Wynn is out. And if they hadn't gotten that out, the Phillies would have lost 14-0.
How about number 9, Tigers, Indians? Grady Sizemore gets under it. Omar Infante loves the fans because he goes into the crowd to get that. Another play later from this one.
Number 8, White Sox, Blue Jays, Jim Thome. Grounder up the middle. Sean McDonald, no one's yelling cough behind him. Grabs it, throws. Mine! Blue Jays lose 3-0, but that was excellent stuff.
I got it.
I would have made that at least number 7, but it's 8.
Number 7. Glad you brought that up. Arena football. Desperados against the Soul. That would be Dallas against Philly. Tony Graziani to Charles Pauly.
Wow.
Nice. Soul lose by 3. Yeah.
Number 6, Diamondbacks, Mets.
Yeah.
Paul LaDuca lines it to center. Carlos Quentin, diving catch to end the ball game. Just like that. Diamondbacks win 5. They're on fire.
They've won 8 straight,
They've
John.
won 90 in a row.
Yankees, Red Sox, Derek Jeter down the line. Mike Lowell. Great throw for the out. See it again. Good. Red Sox lose. Yankees, they won.
Number 4, Tigers, Indians.
2-1 pitch.
Captain Crunch.
Swung on line drive, base hit center field, ball game. The Indians win it. A 5-run 9th inning.
Blueberry, number 3, soccer, England, Brazil, David Beckham. John Terry, the header for the goal. You know, this was the first international goal at the new Wembley Stadium. The game ended in a 1-1.
But I know the thing about Joey Cora.
Yes, at least 5 times, you know.
Number 2, the Memorial second round, Nick O'Hearn. He was the first round leader. He had a share of the first round lead at 7 under. Then he played this like a diseased yak for 17 holes. But out of the bunker here, back. Adam Scott, leader 12 under.
Number 1, Rangers Mariners tie game at 8. Then what happened? Sound up.
Deep center field. Lofton giving chase. That ball is. What a catch by Kenny Lofton. Wow. They double up Jojima. Kenny Lofton. What a spectacular catch. Oh, that was a 4-bagger.
He was way up there, too.